Meet Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Born January 22, 2002 in West Des Moines, Iowa, she rose to fame at the University of Iowa as the NCAA's all-time leading scorer.
Ellie Gazzardo, the head coach. Her team rallied twice in the Southland Conference Tournament for wins, and that one dead on. Right on the money. Inside, Nana can't get it to go. Clark with a little fall away, got it.
Oh boy, the fader! And what will the team do without said player? And for me, you take Caitlin Clark off the floor. I mean, that just creates so many issues for Iowa.
Tough shot there, got it to go past Cunningham.
And a two-time Naismith College Player of the Year. Drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever in 2024, she made an immediate splash as Rookie of the Year, All WNBA First Team, and league leader in assists, not just among rookies, but the entire league.
News here on SportsCenter, and a surprise to absolutely nobody. Caitlin Clark has been named WNBA Rookie of the Year, the #1 overall pick. Didn't only break rookie records in her first year in the W, but she also took down a few league records, including scoring the most points by a guard in a single season. But wait, there's more. Clark set single-season rookie records for points, assists, and three-pointers. Her 337 assists were a WNBA single-season record overall. She also became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double, and she did it twice.
Behind Caitlin Clark's remarkable economic and cultural impact stands her agent, Erin Kane, Senior Vice President at Excel Sports Management, working alongside colleagues Alan Zucker and Colleen Garrity to guide Clark's off-court and CBA positioning. Kane has repeatedly asserted that the current WNBA salary structure is fundamentally incapable of compensating Clark in proportion to her enormous value.
Going back a long way now, and so the message that was given to me and the sort of consensus was there's no money in women's sports. We're not interested in being there. The real money is in Major League Baseball, the NBA, the NFL, the big three, PGA Tour. Women's sports was not, we would represent an LPGA player here or there, but it was not a business initiative or a priority.
To put it simply, Caitlin is owed more than she is getting for the large amount of attention she's brought not only to the WNBA scene, but to her overarching skill in general. Leveraging that position, Kane is actively working behind the scenes as the WNBPA and WNBA negotiate a new CBA set to launch in 2026, aiming to tighten compensation mechanisms and unlock progressive contractual levers for Clark and other stars. Publicly, she's labeled Clark a generational figure, comparable to icons like Serena Williams, Simone Biles, and Tiger Woods, suggesting she is pushing for precedent-setting benchmarks in athlete pay and equity. So what moves is Clark's agent actually making to get Clark and other players the pay they deserve? Well, Erin Kane is meticulously laying the groundwork to ensure Caitlin and her peer group benefit from every possible contractual advantage under the new 2026 collective bargaining agreement. She's spotlighting Clark's outsized value. She accounted for nearly 27% of the WNBA's total economic activity in 2024 and contributed some $36 million in economic impact to Indianapolis, despite a salary that remains capped under rookie scale rules at around $78,000 for 2025. By framing Clark's case in union discussions, Kane is pushing for league-wide changes, including higher base salaries, escalator clauses tied to revenue milestones, and revenue share models that scale with media rights growth and merchandise performance. Through careful positioning of Clark as both a statistical and business force, one who sold out games, shattered merchandise and broadcast records, and drove franchise valuation, Kane aims to compel the league to deploy every clause within the new CBA to unlock salary tiers, incentives, and endorsement structures otherwise unreachable under the existing WNBA pay scale, which has been estimated at contributing over 25% of the league's revenue and $36 million in economic impact to Indianapolis during the 2024 season. Kane is also applying broader structural pressure on the league. She's suggested the WNBA eventually consider a spin-off from the NBA, arguing that the current corporate alignment serves NBA interests more than those of women's basketball players. She's joined WNBPA leaders and public commentary during All-Star Weekend, where players wore "Pay Us What You Owe Us" shirts, in demanding transparency and enforcement of CBA provisions such as the 50% revenue share clause and ensuring true financial equity for players, not just token gains in endorsement pools. This multi-front strategy, combining union leverage, public pressure, and media framing, positions Clark and her peers to benefit from every clause and escalation mechanism the new CBA can unlock. So, to wrap it all up, Erin Kane, Caitlin Clark's agent at Excel Sports Management, is aggressively working the room behind the scenes, positioning Clark as the undeniable economic engine of the WNBA, publicizing its pay gaps, and using the upcoming 2026 CBA negotiations to push for structural reform. Kane is advocating for escalator clauses, revenue sharing tied to league growth, and even floating the idea of a WNBA spin-off from the NBA, arguing that the current alignment simply doesn't prioritize women's basketball the way it should. By spotlighting Clark's massive impact, responsible for over 25% of league revenue and millions in economic value, and by supporting CBA reforms like higher salary floors, pensions, equity models, and a tightened compensation ladder, Kane aims to use every clause available to bargain the kind of justice players have demanded. Do you think Erin Kane's approach is bold leverage that's exactly what the WNBA needs? Or do you see risks in pushing too hard for clauses that could create friction in negotiations? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear your take on this controversy.